Here are 7 of the cheapest mods you could get on your car. What's up guys, welcome back to another video. And today, I'm gonna talk about 7 of the cheapest mods you can add to your car to add a little bit of oomph inside of your car. Before going into the video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support lately. It's just been insane. I stopped posting for just a bit because of summer school and just really getting sick, but now we're back and we're gonna post 2 times a week. Let's get 200 subs. We're only 20 subs away, and let's keep moving and let's keep growing. But let's get right into the video. Okay, now to start off on the most obvious spot, let's talk about an exhaust. Now, what can an exhaust be? It could range from an axle back to a cat back to a res delete to a muffler delete. It really could be anything from the headers and down. Now, if you have a turbo as well, you could also have down pipes and all that different things. I'm talking to you, BMW boys. Gosh, that was so cringe. Anyways, going into it, any sort of exhaust you put onto your car will always raise up the horsepower and if anything, make the car healthier. The reason why I'm going off that is because the way the engine works, it pushes the air out of the exhaust, and the less back pressure there is, the more the car can breathe. If you guys have any questions about exhaust and all that work and Google doesn't really make sense, make sure to leave it in the comments down below and I'll try my best to explain how everything works. But now let's move on into our number 6 spot, which, let's get a drum roll please, and that's gonna be a cold air intake. Who would have thought? Now, the infamous cold air intake, the thing that makes the whoosh noise, my favorite part of my car currently. If you guys haven't checked out my tuning the WRX in 10 minutes video, go check it out because my car sounds insane now. But passing that, let's talk about what a cold air intake is and how it's gonna help your car. A cold air intake is pretty much tubing from a throttle body or a turbo, matters what type of car you have, that ends up with the filter and tries to get the coldest air in. Now, to be fair, I'm not sure what cold air intake is for, because the filter just filters out the air and doesn't make it too much colder. The coldness is meant for the radiator and really the intercooler. But passing by that, it also takes out the restriction just how the exhaust does as well. So less restriction, which means more airflow, and more airflow means more gas, and more gas means more kablow, and more kablow means more horsepower. Anyways, passing the cold air intake, let's go on to our number 5 spot and really talk about how we get air in the cold air intake. And that, of course, is just gonna be ventilation through the car. This might be the cheapest mod on the car, just off the fact that you could do this for free just with some tools. Let's say you have a cold air intake in some sort of spot and your car doesn't include an intake towards your car. Then you can drill some sort of hole inside your bumper to make it look cool at least. There's also different ways, like different bumpers that completely connect to your cold air intake and all that sort of stuff. Now, going to our number 4 spot, let's talk about something that maintains our car and keeps our horsepower always up instead of it going down. That's just gonna be easy maintenance on your car every 3,000 miles, like an oil change. Now, me personally, every 3,000 to 4,000 miles I always have to do an oil change. I want to keep my car as healthy as possible and keep the engine alive as long as possible, because with doing that, you also keep the horsepower up, because as time goes by, sadly, your engine does lose horsepower. Now, going into our number 3 spot, we actually might make money from this because of how cheap it is. If you really have a race car and you really want to be that guy, there's something called weight, and you could do reduction to it, aka called weight reduction. So talking about cars, there's horsepower and the weight ratio it has on it. So the less weight you have and the more horsepower you have, the quicker your car is. This really isn't increasing the horsepower of your car, but it is increasing the speed. So if you truly have a race car, you can always take out the seats that aren't being used and sell them. It's an easy way to make money and make enough money as well to buy more parts like an exhaust or the cold air intake. Now, going to our number 2 spot, let's talk about something that's a bit more expensive but not as expensive as an exhaust. And that's gonna be a flash tune. A flash tune is pretty much a tune your tuner will send to you with the parts you have on your car designed for it. It's pretty much what I did to my car, just without data logging and just having a base tune running on your car. It might not be the healthiest, but it does add horsepower, and if you don't have too much money and you're on a budget, you can always do it as long as you just don't always floor your car. Now, moving on to our number 1 spot, which is going to be the most obvious and really cheapest thing we have here. And that's not going to be a part, it's actually going to be you. What I mean by that is it's going to be the driver mod. The better you drive, the quicker your car goes. Most of if you have a manual. And even if you don't have a manual, let's say you're on a track or canyon road, a slower car can always beat you. It all matters about handling and the way you go into the turns. Really, driving lines are extremely important, and if you don't have a good one, then work on it. Personally, for me, I'm not the greatest driver ever, but I know I do work on it. So I might be a bit better than average, and I gotta keep working on it to get better and get my car quicker. Anyways guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm so happy to be back. I'm sorry if you guys can still hear, I'm a bit congested, but I waited as long as I could for me to be able to record this video because I had the whole week to do it. I was just really sick, and I just want to get my best voice out there. Anyways guys, once again, thank you guys for watching. I love seeing you guys comment in the comments down below. It really does mean a lot, and I love interacting with you guys. So if you guys want to say something, comment down below. Make sure to please like and subscribe, and let's make sure to hit those 200 subscribers. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.